Guys, how are we all doing today? We've got the Project Ultimate Weather and American Truck Simulator today. Again in ATS instead of ETS2. Last time I think that we went live from ATS as well. Today, just gonna be going on the default SCS map. The first route that we've got is from Illinois all the way down to Arkansas. We'll probably go into Louisiana as well. I've got the Reformer map going on today as well. We'll see if we're actually gonna get down south. There's a couple of routes that we could cover in here, so yeah, we're gonna see how we go. By the way, this is the setup that we've got today. We're running a K-dub. Guys, give me 1 second. I'm not sure if I properly put the live in. Hey, Chris Gaming, thanks for the sub, mate. I appreciate it. Yeah, guys, we should be all good. 18 steel wheels, head in, mate. If you'd want to ask that question in English, I would appreciate it, mate. James McBride, Texas. We're running the reflection scale at 2 today. Since the 160, the buffer was supposed to be set at 10, but then the reflection scale would actually crash the game. So I've put it down to I've upped the buffer to 50. We can actually run extended reflection scales now. At the moment we'll do reflection scale at 2. Looking at 70% of GPU usage, so we should be fine. think that the traffic might be a bit too much in here. I'll set it to 1 for now. James McBride, I'm not sure what that means, mate. Did James eat in Texas? Is the music even? Yeah, the music's fun. I just can't hear it. Let's have a look at the setup. It's not that bad. I mean, it's an STS trailer, so nothing special, but yeah, TNT mobbing flat glasses looking around. Zali, how you doing, mate? How's your day going? You know, I'm gonna turn the engine down a little bit. Maybe it'll mix in with the music a little bit better. Yeah, mate, I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. Just chilling with ATS. Peter CD, I'm glad, mate. I appreciate it. Can I make more sunny skyboxes? At the moment, I'm a bit limited with that. However, once Project Ultimate Weather 3.0 comes, I'll have a bit more room if it comes to utilizing skyboxes, as I'll just be making my own. So yeah, that's where I could actually get some more skyboxes and sunny skyboxes in as well. Jay, how you doing, mate? How do you make the game look like that? At the moment, I've got the Project Ultimate Weather 2.0. I've got the RealCam V2 preset on. The camera setting is what you see. And I'm just using the Snowymoon config from the Project Ultimate Weather V2. With the trees at 0%. And there's nothing else. Well, I played this in 4K with 100 scaling, with DLSS as well. CD. Thank you, mate. Oh, we're going straight. Which way did that actually take us? Oh, we're going through Chicago, that's right. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm gonna up the traffic up to 2. I think that at the beginning of the live stream the traffic bugged out. There's like a line of 50, 60 cars in there. Jay, which weather mod are you using? Because then, to be honest, with my weather mod, you do not need to increase the fogs in the morning. The fogs are very, they have a lot of depth, especially in the morning. Check if you're not trying to mix this up with some other weather mod. There's override in it. Oh, well, would be better if you just send me some pictures to Patreon. Also with the load order, because I've seen that there's a lot of people that mix up like 3 or 4 weather mods, and to be honest, they've only got the one working that's on top of the load order. So the odd. I'm not saying that that's what you've done with yours, but a lot of times people would just like try to somehow mix 3 or 4 weather mods, which just doesn't work. Because if you'd use everything that I use and a similar resolution, the game is not going to look any different to mine. Well, unless you're based in Nevada with like old textures and stuff, then yeah, and no vegetation around, then yeah, that is the only possibility. Guru, hi there, mate. I'm not sure if Snowymoon V10 is as supported, so that might be the issue with it. I've not used it in more than a year, so I would have no clue, mate. Okay, we can actually go to the scale. I normally skip the scales, but did it ask us to go in or not? I think that we were fine to go through. See, I never use the scale, and once when I just hear that beep and I decided to stop, the game doesn't even want me to stop. To be honest, this is my second time when I'm actually running the Illinois DLC. It's not bad, but there's... I don't know, I feel like the other states were made slightly a little bit better. And excited, mate. How's your day going? Yeah, I'm all good. I'm all good. I was kind of debating if we should drive on the Reformer today or just the base SCS map. At the moment, we're sticking to the base map. But we might head down south to Mexico. Go outside. Sounds good, mate. Anthux, I'm glad, mate. I'm glad you're enjoying it. DJ, how you doing, mate? How's your day or evening going? Depends where you're located. It's evening for me now. Antics, I really appreciate it, mate. Go ahead. I've got the aliasing DLSS quality. This is the rendering and lighting. And the setting, I'm using the Project Ultimate Weather Snowymoon config. One thing that I've changed that I'll still have to upload is the exposure, because the exposure in there it's around 10. I've put it down to like 0.1 at the moment. Very slight change. Okay, tied in. Do some trips around new perks in Wyoming and Montana. You know what? I might consider Montana. Wyoming is not Wyoming is not that well made. I think that Montana is looking a little bit better. DJ date for it. Probably looking early July. Yeah, go aside. Yeah, RealCam or weather should be quite similar. The weather one, they're almost at default. They're just like slight corrections. The only thing that I play with from time to time is just the exposure. I'm using the RealCam V2 heavy lens. When I use the extra sharp preset, but that's in 4K. Thanks, man. How you doing, mate? Yes, I play in 4K. And why I mention that, because the extra sharpened preset will look different in like 2K and 1080p. You know, I used to play in 2K and it was fine. I used to play on the laptop and it was still fine. We nice cruising the I-80. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Nevada is kind of done with the reform, man. I know that it's not fully done, but Moreira live games. How you doing, mate? Go outside TV. Thank you, mate. I appreciate you for popping in. Moreira live games. You can use the POV 2.0 freely with PNG. You just need to swap the PNG weather files for the Project Ultimate weather, and that is it. So basically, line up PNG as always, but then just swap the weather files, and then you're good. Kissed 100%. Yeah, Reformers. Underpants way better. I don't mind the Reformers, Nevada. You know, it's not that bad. Real life, yes, that's correct, mate. I did not even know that they've added so much stuff on the UI in here. Real life, no, this is still the RealCam V2. Real Eye looks a little bit, well, not a little bit different. It looks way different to this, but there's no distortion on the screen, so that's one thing for it. Elevator, how do mate? At the moment, FOV is at 65. That's the tilt. That's the seat position, and that's the pan. I've hidden the steering wheel with the steering telescope as well. Okay, we're still in Illinois. We did not get through Missouri. Simon, how you doing, mate? My friend Mike said that he doesn't like the sound of this J. Actually, it's not that bad. Okay, last time I pulled up to the weight station, I could not actually get weight, so I'm pulling up for this no more. Alexander Clements, how you doing, mate? Gonna have a good trip. I'll try to, mate. I'll try to have a good trip, mate. At the moment, we are going to Arkansas. But I'm debating if we should go to Mexico after that. Because if you have a look at the map, going all the way down to Arkansas, but then we could kind of go through Texas and maybe into Mexico. But I've not decided yet. We'll see. Here we've got 134 miles left. We might actually go to Mexico, we'll see. Hello, how you mate? The scratches on the windshield, it's the scratches mod by Koros from the SCS forum. You can get the mod in there, and the only thing is, the mod has not been updated for like 3 or 4 years now, so it's only set for older trucks. So if you want to use it for any of the newer modded trucks, you just have to add the def to it. Yeah, no worries, mate. Okay, we're gonna begin off the highway. Whoa, going onto another highway. So. Apologies for my coughing, I'm still kind of sick, but who gets sick in the summer as well? That should not really happen. 100 miles, so we should be there for 7 p.m. Then, if we're talking about going to Mexico, I think I'm just gonna start a new route in there. And actually going all the way down through Texas into Mexico. Just going back to Arkansas because we're here now. There's not much going on the map, to be honest. Adriana, how you doing, mate? Jana Skrinicki, what FOV I'm using? I'm using 65 at the moment. And, well, you can see that I've got the camera slightly off to the middle. Yeah, but the FOV is 65. I said 120 miles before, but I forgot that I've actually got this game in 1 to 10 scale. So like 120 miles, we actually drive 240 miles of 1 to 19. Basic trucking, how you doing, mate? Looking good, I appreciate it, mate. Yeah, with increased the reflections, like in dense forests, I could actually see that my graphics card is maxing out now. Basic trucking, 100%, mate. Yeah, I do like the closer look, mate. I mean, I like all kinds of looks, but I think that I enjoy driving with this the most. I rarely ever drive at night time, but I think that this might actually take us into the night. I dzięki wielkie. Bardzo się cieszę. Dzięki was. Okay guys, we're getting close to our drop in Arkansas. And then we're getting straight into Mexico. It'll probably take me another hour before we actually get to Mexico, so might as well just start a new route in there. Basic tracking, how's the real eye going? Very good. Got the first preview for tomorrow. So something to look out for. Martin, hi there, mate. You're ready for it? Very good, mate. I'm glad to hear that. That's not a bad view. Looking alright. As far as I know, mate, I bet a 5090 with that, mate, you could really push that. Really push that performance, mate. That's a good plan as well, mate. Call in sick for 2 weeks. Get some miles in, or kilometers in ETS too. Yeah, do we just go straight through? Yeah. I think that we need to go straight. As far as, yes, I mean, Angus June is all good. You've got 11 variations that you can choose from. Well, Angus May is taken with like June, July, August, September, like all of them are free. I've never seen a channel called Angus June, so you're probably fine with it. Okay, so you get something from Mexico, but then I just want to see, because I want to get one of those winding roads in there. So if we go to El Salto, let's say, or Durango, and I don't know, go south. Yeah, that'll work. As first, hey, it's all good, mate. You can call it Angus June. It will be very like close. Bars okay then, mate. It's 160. Okay, what should we take though? We could take the trucks. Should we take the trucks through all these roads in here though? Let's do it. What's gonna happen? I mean, how much do they weigh? 57. Okay. I'll take it. Hey, we're gonna be hauling trucks through some crazy places, but well, that's fine. I need to change the fly speed. Braxton, that's very realistic. How'd you do it? You mean the camera setting or me flying over the city? Easy and broke, hey there, mate. Okay. So we're taking the trucks. Mate, I don't even know how that's going to go, but magically the trucks appear. But so this would be easy, yeah? Like this is easy. This is easy. Well, we don't want this to be easy, so mate. Now that's crazy. Why doesn't it let me, like, if I want to go through here? No? Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll go through here. Like, I don't understand why wouldn't it let me go through. I'm just gonna. Yeah, we're gonna drive like that. Basic trucking's magic, yeah, it is, mate. I just need to know where. Okay, so I've got this set. You forgot the camera? Or you mean the camera mod? Or. Okay, but let's make it daytime. Like, I don't know, 6 a.m., 7 a.m. 6 a.m. in Mexico, that might be night, yeah. 7 a.m. Okay, let's go. The camera mode, it's the unlimited seat adjustment. Okay. This is what we haul in. Go through some unusual roads, I would say. I mean, we've got the truck for it. I mean, the truck is, you know, it's an older K'd up, so we should be fine. Mareko, how you doing, mate? Off place, how you doing? The best streamer on earth, Mareko God. Off place, good to hear, mate. Skybox 8. Skybox 4, maybe? No, we'll stick to 1 at the moment. I see that Mexico, they've got a different, like different time frames in here. If it comes for weather mods. Best for us. That's great to hear, mate. I mean, well, it's not good to hear that your wife could have gotten angry, but the fact that you got the passion back for it. Lulangi, how you doing, mate? Here's the official, how you doing, mate? The truck I'm using now is the TNT Modern Flat Glass. Oh my god. Have a look in the description. I've put what mods and then what truck I'm using. Fake news is banned. Mareko, but you are the best streamer ever. You've streamed for like 80 days straight, while I stream every like 2 weeks, you know. So, mate. Langia, so Snowymoon, RealCam V2, and then Project Ultimate Weather as well. That is actually impressive that he stopped in here. I gotta say I'm impressed. I mean, it's not an SCS map, so, you know, it makes sense that someone actually programmed the traffic and... We'll have to kind of get some sort of a role play for this, because how does it make sense that we're actually hauling the trucks for here when we had on highway? So let's just pretend that I've got something on them trucks as well that we just can't kind of get through the highways. It is Mexico, so I mean, if at the end of the route we're still going to have 3 of the trucks on that trailer, I'll be, I'll be extremely happy. That is a crazy road. I mean, I understand that normally trucks, well, like company trucks will not normally go through here, but well, unless they've got a drop-off point somewhere in, in the mountains, then yeah, but okay, we need to go right. To be honest, I don't even know if that truck is gonna be. behind making all the hills and I mean I was confident at the beginning, but now okay, we're not doing that bad now. The RPMs are fine. Just need to see how much we've covered. That would be a long drive. But we'll have to get through here first. Well, we can't really overtake as well. Well, we could, but... Turbo Transit, hey there, mate. I'm actually liking the fact that trucks will stop if they see that you might not be able to make the turn. Turbo Transit, that's very nice to hear, mate. I really appreciate it. I'm doing good. I've decided to go on a journey on the base SCS map. However, during the first route, I've decided that I might just give the Reformer a go. And currently, I'm in the hills of Mexico, hauling trucks, because that's what people normally do. So we're in the hills of Mexico with this kind of a setup now. A little bit crazy, but we'll make it work. I've got this guy in front of me where I'm getting closer to him and he's kind of slowing down. He took off a little bit. I'm gonna make up the space to him and I don't know. The mission is that I do not want to lose the trucks I've got on my trailer. That's one. And then I want to go past this guy, you know. Just trying to find a good overtakes place, you know. normally on the mountain roads, sometimes they'll make double lane from one or the other side, so you can actually overtake. We've not seen that here. Jera Quinde, thank you for the sub, mate. I mean, I could overtake him now. Look. I mean, it is a bit risky, but let's just do it. Look, he's not even expecting that. That's how you do it, mate. I mean, that engine is going to be fried at the end of the route. Turbo Transit, yes. It is a different map. The one I'm playing on now, it's the Reformer map, and the Pro Mexico and Oaxaca, it's a different map. It's like a 1 to 2 scale map as well, 1 to 3 scales. It's a different scale. You run the map in a separate profile. I don't think that it's owned by the same people. They're using the Mega Resources pack from Reformer map. But those are different authors. They only use the assets provided. Make sure you overtake this guy as well. Now there's someone coming. We could have done it, but I'm gonna overtake him. I need to ensure that we're not going to cause a mayhem on the road. There's a little bit of a straight road after that on there. Solar board and height limit. Yes, this is 160. Yeah, we could overtake him now, but then I don't know if. Let's just go for it. Like, what's gonna happen? Guys, don't do this at home. Don't do this when you're driving. Turbo Transit, yeah, as I said, there are different people that own the map. They use same resources, but they're different people. I think that we've run out of music. Do we? Yeah. Okay, so we overtook the guy and we're actually going downhill now. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, it's paid, yeah. They're both paid. Pro Mexico and the Oaxaca DLC 4 is paid. You know, because it will take us a long time to get there. Let's cheat a little bit. Let's just situate ourselves somewhere. We'll probably come out somewhere in here. So we need to get to here and then down south. Okay. So we just need to follow this road in here. I'm playing the Reformer Mexico map. And now we'll actually have a shot at finishing the route. I'm surprised how well the engine is actually taking that on, because I've got 430 horsepower, but I'm doing alright. But with the fact that we're holding this. Production side, mate. Yeah, real eye is going to be more of what you'd actually see when you'd be driving. I mean, it's still a game, but it's more of a natural kind of a look at, a preset. But RealCam V1 and V2, were just mainly focused on the camera lens. The real eye was just going to be a shot of a very clear preset. That is a tight set of roads in here. I wasn't expecting for the turn to come like that. Perhaps I was going a bit too fast. Production, it's not always the wide FOV, because I've lately been using an FOV of like 65 to 70. But sometimes what you'd see is where you see less of, like, the lower you sit, the narrower the road kind of looks. Because in here, you can see the whole road. If you sit slightly lower, you're not going to see that much of the road, and it's just going to see, well, what you're going to see is a bit less of the road, and it just might give you that kind of a or feeling or sense that the road is a little bit smaller. 'Cause at the moment I'm using FOV of 65, and if I was to just position myself slightly higher, maybe off to the side instead of the center, you'd see that the world might appear a little bit wider. Hey, that bus was coming in hot. Okay, we're still in one piece. That's not bad. Well, we've damaged the truck slightly when the trucks that we're hauling as well, but man, you got full company trucks in here. You think that they're not gonna take a route like that? Sergeant Mike. Well, no, it's no coincidence. It's just, you know, how I drive and, you know, what situations I find myself in. You're seeing where I'm driving, you see the rocks around and everything, so, yeah. Hi there, how you doing, mate? How's the evening going? My personal assistant is in the stream now. Haida is my personal assistant. Sergeant Mag, would it be possible to see your windshield? How does your windshield look? When did you send it? Would you send it now? So you do understand that as I'm a professional streamer, yeah. So I've got my chat on my phone, so I'm just unable to check it now. I think that every streamer runs their chat on their phone. Or they might use a vertical monitor, I'm not sure. Scotcher, you know what that is? I'm gonna show you something with the dev files. Well, I'm trying to use your interiors. I can't get the rest of my stuff to work. I might need to do something with that. Hi, they're going to sleep in a second, yeah? Well, have a good night then, mate. Fucking Jake, hey there, mate. To get a look like that, I'm using Snowymoon V2, Project Ultimate Weather, and Project Ultimate RealCam V2. You've got the mods in the description as well. Scotcho, you know what I've done? I've merged two of those dev files because I've got everything on my Windows and everything. So I still want to use that. Then whenever I was just trying to use your textures and combining it with my devs, I'm gonna show what happened and how the windshield looks then. RKR edits. Hi there, mate. Looks like a real one. I'm glad, mate. Yeah, Truck and Jake. Yeah, JBX by itself is not going to look like that. Snowymoon V2 will give you the vegetation render. Then if it comes to the atmosphere and the whole look of it, then you're looking at Project Ultimate Weather and the RealCam V2 reshade presets as well. Do I play through VR? No, I'm using Tobii Eye Tracker. I've got my movements limited though. I've got my head responsiveness to like 40% now, because I don't want to. Well, I still want to be able to move my head, but I don't want the camera movements to be too exaggerated. PC Master Header, mate. I think they've asked me what graphics card I'm using. I'm using the RTX 5080. RGR edits. You've got all the links to the graphics mods apart from the Snowymoon V2 in the description. For the Project Ultimate, you get the weather and the reshape presets. Snowymoon V2, it's available on Patreon as well, but it's a different project. And then you've got PNG for textures and everything. So, but that is a different mod as well. PC Master, that speak Spanish? No, I don't. No hablo español. I need to see what I am. Okay, and when we get to here, we'll just have to take the route down south. Safety, how you doing, mate? I've been good, mate. How are you? Scotcha, what you mean the green dash? Maybe we've got a different mod that's overriding it or something. Safety, I've got the real eye coming in the next like 2 or 3 weeks. If you're free and you're available, just give me a shout. Is it hard to install the PNG mod? Not really. Got like 3 or 4 files in there. You've got the mod order for it as well, so you've got the bases, you got the weather files, and then you've got the seasonal files, so either summer, spring. We got autumn for ETS2 as well. ATS doesn't have that. Yeah, when it's one truck I could overtake it, but with that many trucks in here, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do anything with that. Truck and Jake, do I've got Discord? Yes, but I'm trying to keep the Discord off from what I do on YouTube, because I've already got around 50 or 60 unread messages and friend requests in there. You can get PNG textures to work along with the JBX weather, but you'd have to find the mod order for that. Productions, you know what, at this point, because I didn't think that I'll actually get to that point, but I might need to have a look at that, because like both my Facebook and my Discord is just, I mean, I'm not complaining about that, but I'm doing all of my support for Patreon or Boosty, then people trying to message on Facebook and Discord as well. A Discord server. Mate, I would actually have to get someone to run that first. Because at the moment there's around 8,000 people in Patreon. If you get that many people in Discord and they'll be active, you actually need moderators and everything. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if it would be like 20, 30, 100 people, that's fine. But then, like, if you're trying to get a Discord server which will be available to like 7 or 8,000 people, then you're looking at a whole team and a whole setup for this, and because you have 95% or like 90% people with like normal good intentions, yeah, but then you always have people that want to cause trouble in there, so the amount of filtering and everything is. Yeah, well, not everyone's going to join that server, but at the moment we're good like that, you know. Yeah, but you know what it is? At the moment, where I've got quite a lot going on, is just another thing that will kind of take my focus away. Maybe at some point in the future. Tire production, that is possible as well. Well, at the moment, I've got everything in like one place. And I do kind of appreciate that. And then if I get a direct question, um, then I just know that people are not getting left out without an answer. So yeah. Yeah, hello, how you doing, mate? Well, I'm trying to use the horn, but the horn doesn't sound that good in here, mate. Yeah, I'm all good, mate. I'm just not satisfied with the horn, though, because the horn doesn't sound that good. Okay, I need to look out. Because we'll have to... I don't know why it's not letting me go through here though. Like, I'm pretty sure you can... I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Jamie Martinez, how you doing, mate? How you doing, mate? Good morning. Well, yeah, it's a morning for you. Yes, man, I've been sick for a few days now. I'm getting a little bit better, but... Man, I went to Poland and I got sick, you know? You're sick as well, yeah? A bobtail? Scotcha, what do you mean? With the trailer type? I know it probably sounds bad that I don't know what that is. Oh, Scotcha, no, look. Well, that's what I've got. Dylan, how you doing, mate? So, I don't see the mirrors. When I drive like that, I don't see them. You enjoying ATS at the moment? Very good, mate. I'm glad. Mate, what is that? Oh, I see. There's a speed bump. Mate, what kind of a speed bump is that? Mate, that... Mate, they made that out of cobblestone or something? What mod is that? That's the flat glass by TNT Modern. Scotto, thank you so much. Well, I try to keep it like... It was just a basic kind of a build, you know? There's nothing special about that. Dylan, yeah, so when I'm recording, yeah, and I'm like... I try to keep my videos around 8 to 10 minutes, sometimes 12 minutes. So, when I'm like 6 minutes in, and I need to make a turn and I've got the camera on, I just pray that I don't hit someone. I need to change the lane or turn somewhere. Less is more, actually, in this case, yeah, because, like, look, nothing special, but the, you know, the truck is not bad, you know. I did not even put any lights on it, just the front ones. Okay, so now I should be, unless there's some sort of a roadblock in here, but I can't see that happening. So this is where I'm going. There's not much left, but I should be able to just turn right. It might be a GPS error, but that's just not allowing me to go right now. Okay, and if I go right, is anything going to explode? Oh my god, nothing exploded. then that's not bad. I mean, I run it at 60. I always cap it at 60, so yeah, I think we should be fine to just get through. I'll just have to turn right in here. That is it. I just don't understand. It don't matter. It's just the GPS there. Just trying to be a bit funny. That's it. So just so I don't mess it up. We're going right then, huh? Got the smart and how you doing, mate? How's the evening going? So now the GPS actually picked it up. Mate, but them speed bumps. It look funny. As the Reformer map. You're better for 160. Here's the official. Yes, I used to be at Tracker 5, yeah. I'm Morpheus. Thanks for the sub, mate. Really appreciate it. So you get 35 to 60 FPS. Do you play in 4K or 2K? How do you play in 3K? Well, CPU might be limiting your FPS. It depends how much RAM you've got and what your CPU is. You might have a good GPU, but then your CPU might be limiting it. In 2K, I mean, if you're running at like 100, 125 scaling, you should get at least those like 60 frames. I mean, I cap it at 60. I don't use anything above 60. Made them speed bumps. So when you're getting those FPS, like what's your GPU load? It could be. That's why I'm trying to see what's your GPU load when you get your max FPS. Like, If it's running 100%, then you're fine. If it's not running 100%, then you're bottlenecking it. Yes, you're turtlenecking it, mate. With your setup, 100%. Where did I see the fuel? Wow. Mate, look, like, you understand that, like, I play ATS and ETS to you all the time, and you're asking me for a fuel gauge. I don't even know what to look, mate. ATS is more heavy, especially newer DLCs, yes. That fuel should be fine. ATS drops FPS more than ETS too. It depends where you drive, you know. Yeah, well, cities are always a little bit tougher to render than highways, but that's understandable. Okay, guys, we got 57 miles left, so not long. If you lock your FPSs at like 60 or something, then you shouldn't really get any drops with a new CPU. I don't really look at yeah, well, I guess you can look at FPS drops if it drops below 60. But I always look at 60 and I just see how much of the GPU I'm using to produce that 60 frames. I've never actually used this smooth motion, so I wouldn't know, but well, you got a good GPU, but you just need to update your CPU and you'll be fine. just hear the truck. But to my defense, the guy was coming in hot, you know. It's not fully my fault. Okay, but my graphics card is actually maxing at 99% now. I don't know how many rows of trees they added in here, but it's pretty heavy, to be honest. If you add 3 rows of trees and then like 2D textures, it's fine. But if you're using like 5 or 6 rows of trees and they're fully rendered, then yeah. Still legend. You've got 36 miles left. Time is it in game? 6:47 in game. What should I turn that? And I just stuck. But turned out that could turn in here as well. Yeah, the trucks that we're hauling, they do some damage now. Okay, we need to get into the left lane. Did not even see that. Just save them. We're still on the course, so that's good. Man, the guy actually made a channel called Angus June, man. You're a legend, mate. Yeah, PNG, well, not 2.0, but the HDR skyboxes are coming next year, late this year or next year. Where I'm from, I was born in Poland. I grew up in Canada, and I live in the UK. Bit of a mix. Aldous, I'm using Snowymoon. I do not use smooth motion though. Using JBX and PNG. Yeah, that's a good mix as well. Mate, the truck is gonna pop in a second. That's a good mix, JBS, PNG, and RealCam V1. Yeah, man. Raise, what is RealCam? It's a reshape presets from Project Ultimate that get the characteristics of a camera lens, if you wish. How did I come up with the idea of reshape presets? We just kind of have to have a vision of what you want it to look like, and then spend, I don't know, 50, 60 hours driving with it, adjusting bits. But each one will have a different characteristics, like, because you'd want to have a main kind of a goal of what you want a certain preset to look like, so you don't actually start mixing couple of styles together and come up with something that doesn't have a main drive to it. That's how I kind of see it. Wait, are we on a good road? Are we on some sort of a mate? Well, I'm gonna drive through here and we'll just see what happens. The real processable game it is? American Truck Simulator, mate. Yes, I'm using the extra sharp presets. Real processable is ATS, American Truck Simulator. Okay guys, we got to the end. I thought that we're not going to be able to do that, but we did. Oh my god. All the trucks are in one place. And it's fine. Nothing happened. Nothing bad happened. Hey guys, I'd like to really thank you for everyone that decided to join in today. Everyone that left a like. Everyone that left a comment today. Yeah. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hopefully I'll be able to stream for you guys within the next couple of days. And yeah, look out for the real IV1 preview that's coming out tomorrow. Also a couple of bits coming out to Patreon as well, so just stay tuned. And yeah, guys, thanks so much for today, and I'm gonna see you next time.